KG Elephant, Black Madonna, a song that one of my students wanted me to post a video on to help him get through some of the rhythms. So basically it starts off on an intro on what I would say a B power chord here we could do for the guitar in the beginning. It's a lot of synth and drums and bass, but we could copy the bass line and get this 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. The hardest part's getting this 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you might want to count that and try to hit that at least 10 times. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And when we mute, we don't want to hear so much noise. We want to just get it like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. So what I'm doing there is I'm just releasing my fingers just before I hit the and 3. To get it slow would be, to learn it you'd have to get it slow. If you haven't played for a long time, it'd be something like 1 and 2 and 3. So I'm lifting off on 2 so the sound stops. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So the number just before the and, I'm lifting my fingers not right off the guitar, still sitting on the strings but not pressing into the fretboard. Then we get to this G where we're doing the same thing, 1 and 2, which is on the 3rd fret. And I'm just pressing on strings 6, 5, and 4. And this finger here is taking out the bottom strings by lightly touching them. And if you haven't played bar chords before or power chords, it's tough. Eric's getting through them now. It's taken us a while. Sometimes when you first play, you'll bend strings and then it sounds out of tune and things of that nature. But anyways, back to the B minor for the intro. We get this 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Some good exercises of practicing that, going and 1 and 1. Slow, a pace that you can say the numbers and get to the destination. And 1. Maybe it's got to be slower. And 1. But I am releasing the pressure of my hand on the fretboard and sliding the 3. So even just getting used to sliding back, because you got to teach your hand where you want it to land quickly, right? So that'd be the first idea of the song. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Notice how I muted out the E by using these fingers. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's a tricky one. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Because we got to take these off every time we need it. So slow would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And you should practice it like that over and over. Something like 1 and 2 and 3. I missed my and 3. So, and we don't hit and 3 on this chord anyways. We got to get right to the F. So it's like 1 and 2 and 3. That's a tricky move. 1 and 2 and 3. I see students in that, when we learn new things, including myself, it's frustrating, tough, but we work through it, and we get it. That's what music's all about. I always say to my students, it's a heck of a lot better than trying to do tricks on a skateboard, you know. Maybe you get your skateboard for the first time, you want to go down a handrail, and of course you're going to fall and get hurt. In this situation here, we just got to practice lots to get our fingers and hands strong, and music you get to play forever. Even when you're older, I mean, you never have to hang up your guitar like you have to hang up your skates. So bear with yourself and get through the stuff with the ideas I'm giving you. Don't get frustrated. The first one again is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So I'm not going to tap anymore. I'm going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That'll be the first thing to get really good. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now of course the and to the G is tough. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now we got to get an E minor. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So the A is 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. You can slow your count down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 could even just work that. 1 and 2 and. Notice I'm taking these down to stop the ringing. I'm not pushing in hard, just lightly over the top with these 2 fingers are there. The pinky kind of follows through. They're all lined up with each other, how they would sit on the guitar. And we get this 1 and 2 and. 1 and 2 and 3. So the and 3 stuff, and 3, might want to work that a lot. And 3. And my pick's only hitting strings 5 and 4 on the A, and the 3rd string, and 3. Then I'm hitting 6, 5, and 4 on this power chord. So that takes care of the intro, and here's a chart I made for it. You can take a good screenshot of that so you have something to follow through, or stop the video and copy it down and make a nice chart for yourself. That way when you're watching the tutorial you can just look on your sheet. I'll have all these posted at my website that I'm building as well. Okay, so going through the chorus, the verse now, you've seen the verse there. Basically they're just strumming there with a nice clean guitar sound. So like after he comes off of this last intro part the second time, he's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2. So that's basically just a down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. But that's on a B minor. If you don't know your B minor chord, you might want to look it up. I can give you a quick rundown. We're barring all of fret 1. An easier one would be just to play the bottom string, finger 2 on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, finger 3 and 4 on the 4th and 3rd string, 4th fret. So that's an easy way of doing it. Another way is taking finger 1 and barring all of these. You're technically just pressing on string 5. If you're an advanced player, use your bar chord if you know them. If you're not, we'll have to work on them lots. But then we get to a G, and then an E minor, and then an A major, and then an F sharp major. And the rhythm of it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. And that's again 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and again 2 and 3 and 4 and G, 2 and 3 and 4 and E and 2 and 3 and 4 and A and 2 and F sharp and 4 and B, again 4 and G and 2 and 3 and 4 and E, and now this ends here on a minor, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So it doesn't do it 4 times, it'll do this part 2 times, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then it repeats that again. So say I'm on my 2nd time on the verse, he does something different with the rhythm. So now it's 1 and 2 and 3 and still on the verse I'm on the 2nd line, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And on the end he picks this 4th string and he goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. And that's where we get this 1 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That would be the chorus part. Now the cool thing about this song is he doesn't always play these chords up here. He's doing on the chorus, he's going and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and in the second half of the chorus, that would be this part here. So we'll go through the chorus from the top again, where he's got this slide in off the verse where we're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 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 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Now the one thing you want to remember there is a strum. 1 and 2 and 3 and... So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... I did write the count. So you could get it so that it's like 1 and 2 and 3. That's a mute on 3, sorry. 1 and 2 and... 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. So when I mute, I'm taking the pressure off the frets and keeping my fingers on the strings and going. So yeah, 1 and 2 and 3. That wasn't it. I got a hit on 2. Sorry. 1 and 2 and 3. 3 should have been a mute. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. Of course it's going to be a little tough. Everybody says, oh, it's only 3 chords a song. Well, rhythm's doing all the work over here. This is the stuff that's the hard part. And making your transition smooth and clean with this hand is the other hard part. So we're on the second half of the chorus where it says B minor, E minor, and A. B minor, E minor, and A. And even on the beginning of the chorus, how to strum and get that right is like, again, we said we're coming off the and off of this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So 2 times of that. Then we get into this B minor part where we're picking the root note and we're going 1, 2, and 3 on the mute. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. A mute on 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. You might want to get that good and come back up on the and. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and... Now the and 4 and we can keep our hand down and 4 and. Technically he's just hitting on 4. He's going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That's the best way to get the rhythm of the second half of the chorus. So we got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. For that rhythm, I'll write it down here for you so you know what's happening. We got 1 with a root note, 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and what we're gonna have is on 1 we're gonna have a root note, 2 we're gonna have a strum down. These are notes I've made prior to this lesson. Mute 3, going up on the and, coming down on 4 with another mute. So basically that's what it looks like there. If you could take a screenshot of that, then you can kind of strum it and count it along with me too. That helps with timing. So we get this 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 4. See, that was a mute. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Now we got to get down to this E minor. 1 and 2 and 3. Now it changes a bit. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So if I played it through, it'd be like... Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up, down. So in this guitar part, he's using a lot of chords up here. It's like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. That would stay for the full count. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And this is a G chord here. It looks a lot like D on fret 2, but bring it up to fret 7. And we get this E minor shape, which I'm on string 1, fret 7, string 2 on fret 8, and 3 and 4 is on fret 9. And my A major is at the D shape, but it starts on fret 9, 3rd string, bottom string, and 2nd string fret 2. And that's where we get this cool stuff where we get 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 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 and 2 and 3 and 4 and back to the verse. Lot of stuff in this song, it's crazy. So then we get back to the song, and it's kind of cool to have the music playing with you because that's what all the other instruments are keeping the song going. So then we get back to the verse where we're 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 G, right? E minor, 1 and 2, and try to only move fingers when you change chords. 4 and notice how from A major I kind of swung my wrist so my fingers can get up like that. So we're doing like a pivot on their thumb, right? But my hand's not coming like this. I'm just coming around like that. So I'm basically, you know, pivoting with my thumb on the back, and my wrist can swing either way. That's kind of what you want. You can swing to the left tuning keys or swing to the body of the guitar. So that's a great way to learn how to change chords. And if you have a hard time with the barred B minor, because they are tricky, they're hard, do the easy one that I talked about earlier in the video where we get this 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and G and 2 and 3 and 4, E and 2 and 3 and 4 and A and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and G and 2 and 4 and E and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and now we get this. And we end on a minor. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so we don't have to use the chords up here. The same chords that we did here is the same up here. They're just higher pitched. So to make it simple, we'll keep it simple and just keep using these. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. That's the chorus. And then 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Then we get this 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then 2 and 3 and 4 and A and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and sorry, that was E minor, 2A, and then F sharp minor. Alright, then we get back to the intro where it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then E minor, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And then back to the chorus and we're done. So basically that's the idea of the song. Here's the chart again. Hopefully that helps you out. If you have any questions, just leave me comments. I'll come back on and try to answer them. The rhythm of it's tough, so you might need some help with it. I don't know. It depends on how you get through that. But yeah, I hope that helps you get through Black Madonna by the band Cage the Elephant.